minutes into the Vikes game. It's currently 0-0. Pride looking to exit out of their end. Vikes been sustaining pressure. Pride works good, hands to the wing, but Liam Polden's put into the wing. Out of bounds. Angus Boyd Porter with a great tackle. Morgan Nuttall. Lockhart McGregor goes quick to Sean Griffiths. Vikes looking to play quick here today. Alex Gamage, the left foot. Puts it under pressure in the kick and straight out of bounds. That's an unforced error. Not what the Vikes will be looking to do. Thank you for joining us today in the Vikes season opener against the Pacific Pride Rugby Canada Development Squad. The first game of the Coastal Cup Series. Pride looking to go behind. A good boot behind. And great touch finder by 12 for Pacific Pride. Puts UVic in their half. Pride playing an early kicking game, looking to find the corners and keep UVic in their own half. Be interesting how UVic responds to that. Two quality kickers on the field for the Vikes today. Angus Boyd Porter and Alex Gamage. Both can play 10, both can play fullback. They'll have a revolving role today. Merlin McLeod, the captain, leading from the front in the lineout to clear. Ryder Heaney-Corns with a strong carry up front. He'll be the main ball carrier today for the Vikes. Great defense by the Pride to hold him up. Braden Bruce gains hands on the ball. Ryder want to lower his body height going into contact if he's going to want to be the strong ball carrier that he is. That's great defense. But turns into a penalty off their feet. And the Vikes get an early penalty, looking to kick into the Pacific Pride half. UVic will be lucky there to get away with that. They'll want to tighten up their skills in contact. Angus with a good shot. He's got a cannon for a boot. Controversial surgery, but it's turned out for him in his career. He gets the Vikes just in front of the Pride 22. Jordy Auger, some time with Canada Selects this summer, will be throwing in. Pride disrupt the lineup, but Chris Gamage, the veteran, recovers. Merlin McLeod with a strong pick and go to get the Vikes going forward. Pride get the steal, but we're going back for the knock-on in the lineout. UVic's first line of the day not going to hand. And going to our first scrum of the day. The two front rows get to figure each other out here. And what will be a long day of battling in the trenches. Phoenix Muller, Bryden Feldman, U20 Canada prop, leading from the Vikes. The ball comes out, Chris Gamage stares at it, and the Pride jump on him. Tane Clegg, the former Vike, hops on it. Great defense by him, good recognition. Morgan Nuttall is able to keep the ball in. Vikes under some pressure here. Vikes playing wide. Angus Boyd Porter puts a kick in. The ref's going back to a penalty behind the play. Looks like Tane Clegg and potentially Ryder Heaney-Corns, good buddies at the Vikes, now foes on the field. Might have gotten to a little bit of tomfoolery, just getting to know each other again, catching up on old times, but not in the referee's eyes. This is the first game of the Coastal Cup, a competition between the Pacific Pride Rugby Canada Development Squad, UVic Vikes, UBC Thunderbirds, and Trinity Western Spartans, who are playing over in the Langley Event Center today in their first game of the campaign. Referee chatting with his AR and calling the captains in for a quick chat. Merlin McLeod. This is his first game as captain for the Vikes. He's been a leader on this team for the past few years. He's pretty had an inspirational rise through this program, much respected by his peers. And I believe that's Ryder Heaney-Corns, a little too much fun behind the play with Tane Clegg and gets called for the penalty. So That's an easy exit for the Pride. Ty Driscoll to 10 for the Pride. Strong kick, fine touch, and they find themselves at the UVic 40. Good line-out off the top. Pride going behind. Second time they've gone behind, and that's a great take by the Pride. And they'll look to go here. Obviously looking to find those wide channels. Use their athletic carriers. Great tackle there by BK. Big Benjamin Kim puts his opposing number out of bounds and lets him know. That's a good defensive set by the Vikes to relieve the pressure. They'll want to get out of their end here and get back into the Pride half. Strong carry by the Pride here. Braden Bruce, also a former Vike, never actually played, but he did spend some time in the program. Quick hands by 12. That's skillful from the Pride. And again, they're looking to get in those wide channels. Great defense by the Vikes. That's a big ball carrier for the Pride. They'll want to utilize them all game. Pride working the hands. Great offload. Another great offload. Just can't hang on from the 13. That's skill from the Pride. They play confidently using those skills. That looks dangerous early. Pride really looking to get into the wide channels and then working the hands, looking for offloads, playing quick and flat to the line. Vikes are going to have to make their one-up tackles. They're going to want to stop that. UVic hasn't really gotten a chance to show their offensive power yet. They'll want to get out of their half here and then switch it on. Another scrum. Last one looks steady. Chris Gamage will want to get this out faster. That's a strong scrum from the Pride. And they get the penalty. That's a big momentum win early. BK Kim getting to know some of the Pride scrum, as good friends do. Tang Clegg letting his former team know. That's a great touch finder from Ty Driscoll. No. Goes out the back. Goes out the back. Oh. That's a mistake. And UVic gets let off there. They get away with one. Another scrum, a chance to redeem themselves. That's unfortunate from the Pride. That would have been a great attacking opportunity. 5-meter line out. Just bit off a little more than he could chew there. Another scrum. Damage, good to get it out early. Not the cleanest ball for Angus Boyd Porter, who puts up a kick to relieve some pressure. Liam Polden, another former Vike, receives it to James Teal, another former Vike. And he looks to return, stretching those long legs. He throws a long pass to Polden, who gets put out of bounds. Creative offload out the back. And Sean Griffiths up to make another great tackle. Sean Griffiths, a first year for UVic, although a veteran in the rugby community, had his time with the Highlanders, scoring 2 great tries against the Vancouver, against the Canada Selects. Pound just a little too excited in the breakdown from the Vikes. They'll want to settle down once they get in the Pride end, force Pride's hand. Ty Driscoll, another great touch finder. He strikes the ball well. Unlucky down in the Vikes end, but that's a good one. Pride's lineouts look good so far. To go back to the 15-meter channel, long throw. Not straight. Maybe just pushing his range a little too much. And another scrum. And the Vikes take the line out. Jody Auger played with the Atlantic Selects this summer, winning the Coast to Coast Cup. And the Vikes find Murdoch Casey, their line out lead man. Strong off top, right hand corner, another strong carry. Vikes go to the blind. Find Alex Gamage, short flat ball to Jordy. Sweet hands to Morgan DiNardo. That's creative from the Vikes. And they set into their system out. Merlin McLeod, strong carry. He really throws himself to every contact. Great ball, Angus Boyd Porter. Throws a wide one to Smitty Ice. He's got dancing feet, as we all know. He claims it's from the tango classes he took when he was younger. Boyd Porter puts up a high one, a tester. Ty Driscoll handles it well and relieves pressure with a kick downfield. Alex Gamage fumbles a spiraling kick, and he puts it to the left boot, puts up, and he's going to chase. James Teal streams onto it. Pride has won this kicking battle, and Teal gallops through the Vikes defense, gets up, not tackled. Now he goes down. Pride want to play quick here. They play quite quick. They play flat, putting pressure on that defense, really forcing them to get set early and get up and make their tackles. Tank Clegg picks a great line flat and a fantastic offload that doesn't go to hand, and Vikes get to go out. Sean Griffiths, little canter. He gets tied up at the ankles. He keeps going. He doesn't stop. That's great leg drive from the veteran. The Vikes rookie, but rugby veteran. Boyd Porter looks to put that boot to ball, doesn't find touch, gets it downfield just to the Pride half. Ty Driscoll switches the field to James Teal, who puts a low kick, doesn't find touch, and Angus Boyd Porter a little casual with his catch and drops it. A good opportunity to switch the field there, but he just gets ahead of himself, drops the ball. Pride is coming out on top in this kicking battle. James Teal and Ty Driscoll both putting good boots to ball, putting the Vikes under pressure in their own end, and Vikes just haven't been able to get out yet. So big defensive set here. Pride will probably look to get a penalty from this scrum that's looked dominant so far. Tight five is going to have to buck up for the Vikes. Pride lining up deep in the back line. Probably buying themselves time to attack, and just a straight carry from the 12, get some good gain line, and they go quick around the corner, find the edge. Great touch finder behind by James Teal, puts Chris Gamage under pressure, he covers well, and he ducks down. Pride attack the breakdown, and Vikes look to secure it. They'll want to get out here. Pick and go, Ryder Heaney Corns, buy themselves a little bit of time, and the Pride get the steal. Great kick by James Teal to put UVic under pressure, and then the forwards pounce on it, attacking that breakdown and getting a penalty to get out of it. And they go for a scrum. Again, they've recognized early that their scrum can be a weapon. And they're really going to go at this Vikes tight five. Vikes won't want to get off the line early. Get up in Pride's face and try to make some tackles behind the gain line. Pride have a lot of really good, strong ball carriers in their back line, so they'll be up for that. Angus does just that, but slides off. And Pride 12 does a strong carry. Pride will start to chisel away here at the Vikes defense. And they get over. Is that Braden Bruce? The former Vike never got on the field, but he was part of the program for a little bit. Strong pick and go. That just comes from sustained pressure from Pride. Putting searching kicks into the UVic end, putting them under pressure, and then attacking those breakdowns, looking for penalties. That's just smart play. Really breaking down a team, getting penalties, getting to set piece, and taking the opportunities when they can. Pride will want to keep doing that all day. UVic will want to get out of their end, try to get on top in the kicking game. They have two strong kickers that want to start utilizing that and relieve some of the pressure that they're being put on. The conversion's good. At the 16-minute mark, Pride is up 7-0. Uvik will want to respond here. Angus Boyd Porter, the Newfoundland import, puts a kick up. Adam Doan, again, quick on the kick chase. Adam was part of the under-19 Team Ontario CRC's championship winning team. Getting his first Vikes cap today. Sean Griffiths, a great tackle covering. Pride again looking to find those wide channels in attack. Uvik will want to spread their defense. Teal looking for another kick in the corner, but just pushes too much. There's a chance for Uvik to swing the momentum here. So Pride not hiding their tactics. They want to get wide, and they want to put those kicks into the corner. Uvik will have to adjust to that. Another line opportunity for the Vikes. See if they go for Murdoch Casey again, or... And they do. Murdoch rises up above Tane Clegg, his good buddy. Jordy O'Shea, a short ball from Bryden Feldman. Cheeky from the Vikes. Jordy shrugs off Ty Driscoll. Vikes get into the 22 of Pride, and now they get to work. Start to grind down. Quick around the corner. Chris Gamage picking and popping to his forwards onto it. Brennan Kim, one of his first carries of the game. George, good footwork again. He gets around the park. Angus looks to change. A little chip over. He's famous for that, and he just can't regather. Just losing their composure a little bit. Getting out of their system. Angus is a creative player. He's not afraid to take risks like that. You love them when they come off, and when they don't, though, it can hurt the team a little bit. He loves a chip and chase. We all know that if you play touch against him. Just doesn't come off there. Promising, though. That's a great set piece from the Vikes, putting Jordy Auger down the wing. Bryden Feldman with the soft hands. The big prop. Ty Driscoll hoists the boot out. Alex Gamage can return here. We'll see what he looks to do. Switches the field to Angus. Who knows what he'll do. And he puts a kick down to James Teal. And he puts a boom up. He's got a big boot. It's spiraling awkward. Indecisive of the Vikes backfield, and again, losing the kicking battle. Alex puts a great boot off the left and finds touch. Just at the Pride 40. Pride claiming Alex was outside of his 22, which would mean the kick going straight out would bring the line out back from where he kicked it. But the referee's unit is not convinced. So Pride line out on their 40. Their lineouts look confident so far, and again, another good one. They wheel around the back, find the 12 flat. That's great. Strong carry from him. And he just puts his shoulder in, bounces off. Good cover from Morgan Donardo. Vikes defense looking loose off the back of that lineout. They want to tighten up and connect with their forwards coming off. Vikes concede the penalty. Again, just pressure coming from the Pride. They attack quick. They go at you if you give them any space. Can cause defenses to fold and concede penalties, and that's what they've just done. They kick to the corner. Again, lineouts look strong. See if they look to maul here or they come off the back again. They found some space there. The Vikes will have to adjust to that. Prides look confident early. Go to set piece. Lineouts, great snag. Reaching over to his left to grab it. Good maul defense by Phoenix Muller. He's just a Tullo tank, Phoenix. He gets low and he drives you. His leg drives doesn't stop. He could move a mountain. Vikes concede the penalty, though. Pride will look to do it again. Mounting pressure again on the Vikes at set piece. If this continues, the ref might look to bring out a yellow card. And Ty Driscoll goes to the corner. Sure not to kick it out the back this time. And we're going to a 15-minute water break. 20-minute water break, my apologies. Just for the players to hydrate, quick chat, and we'll be back. All right. Pride have a line out on the Vikes 5-meter. Their lineout has looked confident so far, and they rise up again. Overthrow. Murdoch Casey collects at the back. Ryder Unicorns get to go out. Vikes are going to look to play out here. Sean Griffiths throws a hope and a prayer of an offload. Recovered from his center partner, Lockhart McGregor, who also had time with Canada U20 this summer. Brighton Feldman, strong carry through contact to get by his kickers a few more meters. Blocked. Good pressure from the Pride again. And Angus Boyd Porter forced to kick it out the back, giving Pride a 5-meter scrum. This is a fantastic attacking opportunity. So much space on the field and so little distance they have to cover to get to that try zone. You'd expect Pride to be pretty simple and direct here in their attack, especially with the dominant scrum. You wonder if they'll go for an 8 pick around the corner, if they can wheel the scrum a little bit. Vikes wheel the scrum, and it's a penalty for them. That is stepping up when the team needs them. Phoenix Mahler and Bryden Feldman will be extremely happy with that one. And the whole forward pack combining there, that is a fantastic way of relieving the pressure. Pride will be upset with that one, because they've been dominating the scrum so far. Angus puts a good boot. About 26 meters up the field. 30-ish. Vikes again still stuck in their half. They've have had very few phases in the Pride half. When they have, they've fallen apart a little bit. Merlin McLeod rising up. Vikes have 3 lineout options. Give them lots of opportunities to get a clean ball. Strong carry from Ryder Unicorns again. He's known for that. That's what he brings to this team. Out the back, finds Smitty Ice, the dancer. Look at the pace on him. Little chip over. Chris Gammons chasing. Great recovery. Diving catch. Morgan Nardo goes quick. He picks. This is fantastic flowing play from the Vikes. He's probably just able to hold him up, slow down the game a little bit. Get set on defense. The Vikes are going to get into their attacking shape here in the 22. And a knock on. Again, Pride just the pressure at the breakdown forcing another mistake. UVic will want to be more clinical in their breakdown, but that again, that's a great way to relieve pressure. Angus Boyd Porter not afraid to send the ball to space. Smitty Ice with the pace and the skill to chip over. Chris Gammage, fantastic take, diving take. Might send some of that film to some of the NFL teams. maybe a spot as a slot receiver with that hands. And now flip the field in just a few minutes. UVic were just on their own try line with a scrum, and now Pride are on their 10-meter. They look to go wide again, find that wide channel. Liam Polden, the former Vikes, steps in, evades 2 tackles, and just by the ankles, Adam Doan gets him. They get to just their 22. Be interesting. They don't exit their 22, so they'll look to kick probably straight out here with Teal in his big boot. And he does. It's coming straight to the commentator's booth. Boyd Porter goes quick. The Vikes want to... There's complaints of the ball touching the fence. That doesn't mean they can't go quick. It's a spectator touching the ball that would stop the ball from going quick. And Pride go right away. Again, they just work the hands. That's fantastic pace. That's Ty Driscoll streaking down the wing. Fantastic try. Opportunistic. UVic trying to play quick and just losing a little bit of shape. Chaos moment and Pride come out on top. Just simple hands, working down the wing, working the defensive numbers, and great finish from Ty Driscoll to 10. He's had a strong game so far. And he'll look to convert his own try. UVic having promising moments here. Not able to convert, and then Pride get a sniff up of an opportunity, and they put it under. Good game so far. Both teams filling each other out. Early season as well, so they're getting a taste for their own strategies. Relatively simple conversion for Ty here. And he converts to make it 14-0 for the Pacific Pride. Vikes walking up, catching their breath, shaking a little bit of the daze maybe that's come over them, and they'll look to attack back here, get on the board, get back into this game. Thanks, Boyd Porter. Puts a longer one up into the Pride half. It finds grass. And Pride look to carry here. It's a big carry from him. And Pride look to go, just building momentum through the pick and goes. Build momentum, and then they'll look to attack off this platform. Another tight one. Great tackle from Chris Gamage, the 9. He's fearless on defense. Pride losing their shape a little bit. Strong carry, bounces out of that. Vikes are falling off some of these tackles here. And they get a penalty. Way to respond on defense, regather themselves. Chris Gamage having 2 great defensive involvements there. Vikes are going to want to start sticking some of those individual tackles, though, falling off a few, giving easy meters to Pride, who have a larger, stronger team. You can't be falling off tackles, going low. Chris Gamage shows there how to do it. Angus puts a deep kick. That's a great touch finder. Give the line out on the just before the 5-meter. He's fearless in utilizing his skills. And this is a great opportunity for the Vikes to get back on the board. They rise up. Tane Clegg, maybe recognize the call from when he was at UVic. Gets up and steals that. That's athletic play from him. And a great clearance. And a nice roll from Ty Driscoll. Boyd Porter will look to respond here. And he puts a kick in. That's a great fielder. If they can get a bounce. James Teal, good recover, and gallops out of the first tackle. Throws a nice offload to his teammate. And Pride look to go again. And Sean Griffiths gets the steal in the breakdown. He's like another flanker out there. Sean, a former Pride player, then Castaway Wanderers. He was a varsity javelin thrower at UBC and now a UVic Vike. He looks great in the blue and gold. With his red scrum cap, you recognize him from anywhere. Vikes tap and go to go wide. They recognize the space. Locker McGregor and Morton Nardo go wide. Those are two dangerous players. Great cover tackle from Pride 12. He's had a strong game so far. And UVic look to go here. Merlin McLeod, another, throws himself into contact. Captain leading from the front. PEI rugby product. Angus finds BK flat, who rumbles forward. Slow ball from the Vikes. Oh, Angus throws the ball straight to Tank, like maybe thinking he was still playing for the Vikes. Great block, Morgan Nardo finding himself in the 8 gap, the young winger, and puts pressure back onto the Pride. He hacks it downfield into the Pride scrum. Try zone, but we're going to come back for a scrum, I believe. So chaotic play there. Bold strategy, passing it straight to the Pride defense from Angus there. I don't know if that one's in the playbook, but again, looking to attack flat there with his options. UVic just getting slow ball. Pride defense is setting quite easily and getting up and cutting off all their options. So they'll want to get faster clear outs and quicker ball to be able to run their shape. Tank Lakes had a good game so far. The Pride 7 was at UVic and then followed his dreams of not being in university and go play for the Pride now, but well familiar with a lot of the Pride's players. Morton Nardo goes straight through defense, throws a great offload to Chris Gamage, who scores a fantastic try. Simple stuff from the Vikes, just good support from the 9, like all good 9s do. Morgan Nardo shows the chip, runs straight through, and a great offload, knowing his 9 will be there. Chris Gamage, the veteran, I've seen him score many and many tries like that. Always off your hip. And a great stiff arm to finish the try. Vikes will be happy with that one. And that comes from pressure, keeping Pride in their end, stopping their exits, forcing them to play down there, and then scoring a great try off set piece. Vikes want more of that. Pride falling off a few tackles there, giving the Vikes scoring opportunity. Angus will look to convert this try. Just sustained pressure and time in the opposition half tends to lead to points. Pride are attempting to do it. Angus just goes left. Pride attempting to do that through kicks to the corners. And UVic looking to play a little bit and try to play into the half. This time it works for them. See if they can come out in winning more kicking battles and a little more comfortably entering the Pride. Deep kick to Adam Doan, the Ontario product. Carries hard into contact, well met by the Pride forwards. Murray McLeod, pull to Angus, throws a wide one to Sean. Sean loves a stiff arm and an offload, takes it in. That's good defense from the Pride. UVic shifting sides, but not really going forward. They won't want to play too long in their own half, as Pride's been contesting the breakdown well. And they're setting up here. Angus will put a big boot to ball, get them out of the half. Some space in the middle of the field. James Steele looked really dangerous in the return, but they opt to kick straight to Alex Gamage, who also has a big left boot. Calls mark, calms the game down, and he goes. And he finds some space and a great roll, fantastic roll. And he chases well. Ty Driscoll now forced to exit. He also has a great kick to the edge. Smitty ice, he's not going to kick. He wants to go. He wants to dance. He wants to have fun. Look at him go. Doesn't quite get away. That's good defense from the front rower for Pride. Smitty's a hard man to tackle. That's well done by him. Vikes just in the half. Smitty gets another chance here. Dances again. Picked up. Offload. Chris Gamage goes down. Little chaos from the Vikes. And stolen well from the Pride winger. And the Vikes get the steal, so a little back and forth. Both teams trading possession. Vikes coming out with the penalty, and Lockhart McGregor letting his former teammate Buddy Tinkleg know that Vikes come out on top in that exchange. So Vikes coming on top in that kicking battle. Giving them good field possession and another line out in great field position. So they'll want to convert this time. We have yet to see a maul in this game. We wonder if the Vikes will go to that. Or punch it in with Ryder Heaney Corns, who seems to be the main option off line out. Adam Doan rises high. They come around the corner. Jordy Auger, and he runs into a strong tackle from Braden Bruce, but drives his feet. Jordy tackled and has a double movement to the try zone. Just a little greedy Pride tap and go, and they go quick and kick it straight out. So line out for the Vikes. An interesting decision there. Oh, he got great field position on the kick. Catches the Vikes napping. So Pride opting not for kicking to the sideline and getting their own line out, but to kick maybe a little deeper and force the Vikes to play. So they're obviously confident in their line out defense and letting the Vikes play. Pressure in the line out, but captured well. Smitty dances, runs back into the big boys, dances out, throws an offload away. Phoenix Muller cleans up well. Vikes Pride again going to the breakdown and getting a steal. Braden Bruce, he's hit every single breakdown this game. He is after the ball. A little loose from the Vikes. Smitty would have wanted to take that one in, let his team set. So it works out well for the Pride, forcing the Vikes to play in their own end. Vikes were just meters, half a meter away from scoring, but Jordy just crawling an extra movement. You only get one movement once you hit the ground. Jordy had two going for that try zone. Try line fever. And Vikes are now in their 22 with a defensive line out, so this game's switching quickly. Pride with the first maul of the game, and they're going forward. Vikes regather, but they're marching slowly up the field. Another second push. Maul goes down, and the Pride are able to get it out. A low pass. Tane Clay carries in, strong tackle from his buddies. He gets picked up. That's great defense from the Vikes. They would have loved that one against Tane. Sean Griffiths stuck on the ground, but Pride able to get the ball, and they go. Tane another carry in. Stops short. Great line speed from Sean Griffiths to make a one-up tackle. He's been a defensive force this game so far. Vikes playing aggressive defense here. Almost calling in the ball on the ruck, but able to get out. And Pride under pressure will look to shift that with a high ball to the middle of the field. Oh, ball in an awkward place. Neither team able to get a clean catch on it, and James Teal just knocks it on as he's going for it. Good ball placement, awkward spot. Vikes backfield not able to cover the ground to get a catch. James Teal just fingertips away from recovering that. He's had a good game so far. He was also a former Vike. Spent a year with the program before moving on to the Pacific Pride. Another scrum for the Vikes here. Center field, so there's a lot of space. Pride put one player in the backfield, so there's some space. See if they look to kick. Morton Nardo wants it again. He just runs zigzag, and he goes. He's blistering fast. We know that. Well carried by Liam Polden, the former Vike. That's offside from the Pride. Player coming back. So the Vikes still going. Chris Gamage recovers. And that's a penalty for the Vikes. Offside. Pride player not getting back before playing the ball. That is just athletic excellence from Morgan Nardo. Running straight upfield before turning his hips. And sprinting towards the sideline to get around Ty Driscoll, who we've already seen has blistering pace. So the Vikes opting for putting 2 players to the right side of the center scrum. A lot of space for the Pride to try to cover with just 2 defenders, giving Morgan as much space as possible to be able to attack. Opting in a great run there. Oh, fumble in the back of the maul. Vikes recover. BK peels off. Runs straight to Braden Bruce, who is a human speed bump for BK. Great offloads again from the Vikes. Sean Griffiths held up here on the 5-meter Pride. The ball goes down. And Uvik can't claim it, so that's great defensive recovery from the Pride. Great offloading and strong carries from Uvik. It's getting oh so close, but the Pride recover excellently to hold him up. Uvik again just getting caught a little too high in contact. They'll want to lower that. Pride dominating the first 2/3 of the second half, but Vikes find their feet. Starting to look really dangerous. So we'll wonder if give the coaches a chance to chat with their teams and then come out with an adjusted game plan and see which team can finish this game strong. We'll take a little halftime break here before coming back for the second half. Final team talks before we depart on our second half and the downhill portion of this opening season game for both these teams. The men's Vikes rugby team kicking off at 3 p.m. today. At 1 p.m., the women's Vikes rugby team kicked off their season against the UBC Thunderbirds, the rivals from across the water, with a thrilling game. Kristen Norson scoring in the last 2 minutes to put the Vikes up from a tie game, 22-17. And the Vikes sealed a victory. An absolutely stunning game to watch from both teams. Vikes fortunately coming out on top in front of packed home stands. Wonder if the Vikes in this game can harness some of that momentum from the women's victory and come out with a big second half here. Pride kicking off. Ty Driscoll, he's had a good game so far, scoring a great try, converting 2 conversions, and he's kicked well. Puts a high one up. A short Tane Clay getting under it. Adam Doan. Opted number cuts right through. Look at Adam go, stretching those legs, the Ontario product. Look at him, he scrolled right through. Jordy Auger, great support. And Lockhart McGregor streaks down and scores a fantastic try. What a start to the second half from the UVic Vikes. Wow. Adam Doan streaks onto that ball, stretching those long legs. The pace from the young flanker. What a start. Chris Gamage knows where the space is. Quick ball, gets it to Smitty Ice. He's always sniffing for the try zone. Throws a sky hook of an offload to Lockhart McGregor, who knows how to finish. He's got pace. He's a downhill runner, and he has a great dive in, ball first to score. That is a start the Vikes wanted. Tough conversion for Angus. Adam Doan, part of the U19 Ontario team that won the Canadian Rugby Championships this year, beating the BC Bears. A number of the BC Bears players on the field today, including Ty Driscoll. Morgan Leonardo opted out of playing for Team Ontario, as he spent most of the summer playing with the U20s for Canada. A number of Ontario products on the field today, especially for the Vikes. It seems to be a pipeline. Ontario producing a number of great rugby players past few years who come out west to take advantage of the longer playing season and perfect their craft. A deeper kick this time. They make sure to avoid Adam. Kick to Lockhart instead, who takes it into contact. Murdoch Casey, smart, slowing the game down, finding his support. Pull out the back. BK has to jump back for it, losing momentum. But he dances through, and he is an absolute bull. I've said it before. He is a young rhino with a dart up its arse. That's how he runs. Smitty Ice, shaky hands. And he'll be disappointed with that. Team going forward, and I think he saw some big figures in front of him and not a lot of space, so he made a business decision there. Smythe has been fighting the Walsh allegations, as he is one of the veterans on the team, but he's looked good so far today, so I think he'll be able to make the roster for another game at least. He's hard to miss with that white scrum cap and flashy feet. But a mistake you won't be happy with that game. So Pride a chance to punch back here at the start of the second half. A strong scrum from them. Again, wide play out the back from Pride, and they get space in the wide channels. They really want to find themselves there. I think let their athletic ball carriers run with it, but a penalty. Great defense from Lockhart McGregor and the Vikes back line. Just soft defense, pushing Pride to the sideline, letting them take all the space. and then pouncing on the ball. That's patient defense from the Vikes. Pride's skillful, though. They really want to play in those wide channels, trusting the hands, looking for offloads, soft tackles. None there. But you know they'll keep looking for it. It's a dangerous team. So 14-10 for the Pride. Uvik, 2 tough conversions missed. Vikes line out just past the Pride 40. And they go to the back. Great throw. Murdoch Casey rises above. Him and Jordy have a telepathic connection. Great tackle from Braden Bruce to Ryder Hincorns, who's been a strong ball carrier all game. Morgan runs into 2 tackles. Does well to drive for space. Phoenix Muller tuck and drive. He doesn't try to do anything fancy. He gets the ball up the field. Sean Griffiths finding space. Great offload to the back. Jordy Auger. Great offload to Ethan Smythe, who's on the other wing pacing now. Chips through and strong defensive effort to get back from the 9 for the Pride. Sean Griffiths catching a ball under pressure and getting an offload away. His footwork and ball and contact skills is phenomenal. Makes him a threat. Jordy Auger, although he's a front rower, once he's in that wide channel, you can almost add a 1 in front of the 2 on his back. Connecting with Smythe, who knows how to get the ball in his hands. So probably the goal line dropout. Finds Lockhart McGregor, who will take it up. Great tackle from the Tane Clegg, his buddy. Right around the ankles. Chris Gamage bobbles it at the back. BK gets the ball going for it again, as he does. Vikes setting their platform. Bryden Feldman, the young man. And he not held, releases the ball. Oh, throws an offload to no one. Merlin McLeod not able to pick the ball up. That's a great scoring opportunity missed from the Vikes. But Bryden Feldman, smart play, tackled, releases the ball on the ground, and gets up again to take it. Not held, so he's able to do it. Finds some space, probably the most space he's ever seen on the rugby field, and just knew he had to get rid of it. Vikes making a substitution. Nick Wiley and Liam Bolton coming on. Jordy Auger, Bryden both have great offensive contributions in the last few minutes. Rewarded with some rest now, bringing on the reserves. Nick Wiley, a big figure. A second year for UVic. And Liam Bolton, a first year. Stepping in, so new front row. Vikes wanting to add some fresh legs to the scrum to put pressure on the Pride's pack, who have their own scrum on a 5 meter. So under a lot of pressure here, they'll want to get out. See if the Vikes are able to get a penalty out of this, and they're not. So Pride look to exit, and straight off of 12, Pride with a great kick under pressure. Good touch finder. Chris Gamage not able to get his hand on the ball. And Sully Curran makes his return to Wallace Field. Sully is a 4th year. Unfortunately missed a year to a knee injury and has been a fantastic clubman on the sidelines and finally makes his return to Wallace Field. And he is taking Adam Donoff, who had a fantastic game for the Vikes. Young back rower, big frame, a lot of time to fill it out, and he looked dangerous. Sully, good first throw. Ryder Unicorns again, runs it up, out 1 tackle, out 2 tackles, carries, crazy offload, off the feet. Oh, knocked on from the Vikes. Ryder getting good momentum forward. He'll probably want to just keep the ball and let the Vikes roll on that. Getting a little antsy maybe, but that's another strong carry. He just, every line out, he goes up and he makes ground. Such a strong ball carrier. Pride get off easy there. Another offload not going to hand from the Vikes. They'll want to just maybe calm down once they make some of their breaks and retain the ball. That's a good scrum from both teams. Pride going backwards, not used to that today. So the new front rowers for Vikes making their presence known. Alex Gamage lofts a boot, deep, easily catchable. And James Teal now looking to exit in his 22 so he can find touch. Opts not for it. Smitty do the gritty ice. He'll dance. You know he'll always dance. Not a lot of space for him, but he still somehow gets some soft shoulders. A lot of pressure from the Pride again at the breakdown. They've done that very well today. The holster. And Vikes will look to just build some momentum here with some pick and goes, keep it tight, nitty gritty. Pride rising to the occasion though. Uvik out the back. 2 flat out wide. Sully Kern hands on the ball. Early to Morgan. Smart play. Great tackle. Liam Polton. An ex-Vike. Vikes playing wide here through the forwards. Murdoch Casey straightens up. Smart play. The former fly half center to the second row. This is loose from the Vikes. Smythe will have to scurry. Still throwing around. Again, sideline to sideline. Losing all of their support. And just led off by a penalty from the Pride there. The ball's there for the taking. Uvik will want to calm down. That was frantic play. Putting themselves under pressure, but they get off. That's good defense from the Pride. Pride just attacking that breakdown from the Vikes. Not giving them clean balls, slowing the ball down, giving their defense the time to set up, and forcing a lot of mistakes. Uvik losing their heads a little bit there. Some of the veteran players will want to just cool the temperature a little bit, play some smarter rugby, playing in the right parts. Solly Kern with his second line out. Not straight, that one. He won't be happy with that. Pride decide for the scrum. So Liam Bolton and Nick Wiley got the best of the Pride front row. That last scrum, we'll see if they can do it again here or if the Pride can readjust. Spending a considerable amount of time in the Pride half, Uvik will want to leave this sequence of plays with points as they are still down by 4. Good defense from Sean Griffiths again. No surprise there. Great block from Roddy Heating Corns. And he makes the tackle as well and gets the steal. Playing the ball on the ground by Liam Polton right in front of the referee, and that's a penalty for the Vikes. They go quick. They go wide. Smitty ice. That's where he wants to be. He scurries over and he scores a try. Wow. Ryder Heaney points up to the sky. He's pointing at himself. Blocking the kick, making the tackle, forcing a turnover. Murdoch Casey, the ex-fly half center, now second row back rower. Tap and goes. Quick. Sean Griffiths throws a flat miss to Ethan Smythe, who, with that much space, let's be real, you'd be lucky to get a hand on him. He scores. That's fantastic play from the Vikes. Sustained pressure. Smythe looks, he knows how to find the camera. He always finds the camera. 15-14, conversion to come. That's good play from the Vikes. Again, just sustained pressure in the Pride half. It often comes out in your favor. Pride will readjust here. A few substitutes on the field, regather themselves, and come out. They haven't quite got a chance to play their game this half yet. Angus gets the conversion. That's a tight one. So that puts the Vikes 17-14, 3-point game. And that is Angus's last contribution to the game, a sideline conversion. Walks straight off. Matt Bennett comes on at 10. Matt Bennett, 10 for Canada U20 this summer. Still has another year at that age. Part of the talented second-year class for the Vikes. That's a great kick. Lockhart McGregor just can't handle it. And Pride get to go here. They'll want to come out with something, get themselves back in this game. Pick and go, just building the momentum. The Pride play direct, getting the ball moving forward before trying to find those wide spaces. Wide ball, great, finds the hands. Liam Poulton sits, welcomes Matt Bennett to the field. Liam Poulton built like a human cannonball and plays like it too. That's a great line from the substitute. First touch of the ball. Picks a wonderful angle on the inside shoulder of the Vikes. Just held up at the try line, and he's held up. Scramble defense from the Vikes is immense, but Pride, that's exactly what they want to do. Get right back at the Vikes. Get back in this game. That's looking more promising from them. But good scramble defense from the Vikes. Just can't recover their kickoff. And getting a little straight on defense. So a goal line dropper here. Alex Gamage will use that left boot of his and look to send it deep into the corner. Pride find their big ball carrier. He runs up the middle of the field. Eagerly met by Phoenix Mahler. And Pride having an overlap, they want to use it wide. Pull it out the back. 12 for Pride. He's had a good game. He's ran really well. And that's a try for the Pride. That's a great team play. Again, just getting the ball in their hands, working the numbers, finding soft tackles, and finding support. Making it look really simple there for the Vikes. That's a good try from the 13 for Pride. Finding huge overlap on the right side of the field. Pulling it out the back. Murdoch Casey just not able to cover that ground. Ethan Smythe with a tough defensive position to be in. 12 for Pride. Ran well today and distributed. He's drawing a lot more defenders as they know the risk of him with the ball and putting away his center partner for a try. You see Shane Reichley-Crindle there bringing the tee out for the Pride. Shane spent 5 years playing for UVic, graduating, and then now joining the Pride for a season or two. Hurting his ankle, though, so he's watching today's game in unfamiliar colors on a familiar field. That's a good kick from Pride 22, and he slots it from the sideline. Big smile on his face. And Pride retake the lead immediately. Shane looking a little slow there, but we're used to that on Wallace. Pride taking a 21-17 lead right back in front. And UVic's chance to respond here. Josh Petrov coming in the field. Another second year. He's taken off Murdoch Casey. Well returned, kicks back. Matt Bennett gets a chance to get into this game. And he puts a boot back to the right. Easily caught. And Pride putting a great kick into the corner there. Matt covers across the field. And he goes for a chip and chase. He's taken out, but legally. The ball finds a few bounces. And Pride again looking for those corners. Ethan Smythe reads it really well. And he puts one back now. Shaky kick for Smythe. He thought he was going to go there with the space he had. Opted for the kick. Just hits his buddy. And newly joining the field player, Josh Petrov. Accidental offside from the Vikes as Josh was ahead of Smythe when he kicks. Unintentional though, so it's just a scrum. Pride coming out on top in that kicking exchange. And a scrum on the right side of the field. Again, they set so far wide off of first receiver off these scrums, really trying to get as much space as possible for their dangerous centers. And back three to run. Lockhart McGregor will have to cover a lot of space here to make sure his opposite number doesn't find any gaps. Good scrum. Both teams exerting a lot of force. Pride getting the advantage. And not usable, so they'll go for the penalty. Pride kick to the corner. A line out just at the 10-meter of the Vikes try line. Vikes will have to make a save here. Pride will want to put a 2-score difference in this game. Give themselves a more comfortable lead. They go to the maul. It's marching forward splinters. Uvik able to recover the balls moving laterally. Merlin McLeod making himself a nuisance in the maul. And the Berlin Wall comes up with the ball. Merlin does a phenomenal job there to split the pillars of the Pride Mall and steal that ball. So we go to a Vikes scrum. That is a great save from the captain, stepping up when needed. Vikes still under pressure in their own end. Alex Gamage stepping up to fly half, so Matt Bennett, who took Angus off, goes to fullback. Still 2 kickers on the field. Pride scrum pushing back Uvik. Rider Unicorns bursts off the back and breaks a tackle. Chris Gamage somehow comes out with that ball. Loose ball from the Vikes and stolen from Pride, who attempt to go quick, but he's not near the mark. So it's going to come back. You can't blame him, though. So that's great defense from the Pride to steal that ball back. Putting pressure at the breakdown again. Viking loose ball, losing their support. Rider Unicorns looks down. And he's been a strong ball carrier for the Vikes today. That'll be a huge loss. That's not a sight you want to see. He gets a clap from the sideline. He's a really good game today. The Pride back row will be relieved to see him leaving the field. Their shoulders will surely be bruised tomorrow trying to tackle him. So Dane Sebens comes in for Ryder. Dane, a first year a few years ago, takes a break to go to Cardiff Met to play his rugby, and now coming back to UVic. This will be his first game back. So it'll be a Pride penalty just over the Vikes 22, a kickable penalty if they want to push their lead to 7. Or they can go to the corner and opt their chances at another maul.
Get the ball lower.
Vikes in a bit of a corner here. The 60th minute mark. Down by 4, but in their own half. The Pride building up pressure now. Mounting phases in game time. In the Vikes half, it's a scrum for the Pride. They've come out on top of the past 2, so they'll probably look to try to get a scrum penalty here. Keep building the pressure on the Vikes. Liam Bolte unhappy with that bind, so we'll reset. Big scrum from both teams. Pride inching forward. And they're walking forward. They have the advantage. That's a fantastic scrum from the Vikes, or from the Pride, sorry. And they get another penalty. And they want another one. They'll just keep scrumming, hoping the ref will pull the cheese out here, give a yellow card to one of the front rowers on the Vikes. Type 5 will have to dig deep. Try to get one out here. Pride set up camp. In the Vikes 22 now. They'll happily play here for the rest of the game if they have to. Holding on to their 4-point lead. Vikes came out hot in that first half of the second half, but the Pride are able to claw their way back and establish themselves well. Regaining the lead and now keeping the pressure on the Vikes. Ball goes straight to the back. Vikes front row holding well, though, getting Phoenix Muller on top of the scrum. Good tackle from Alex Gamage. Pride staying direct there. Oh, he goes for the pick and go and knocks it. Oh, and that's a gut-wrenching mistake from the Pride, who looks very comfortable in the Vikes half. Oh, the substitute coming on, just getting a little eager and not getting a clean pickup of the ball. A few subs coming in for the Pride. Fullback and the 9. Uvik will want to get out here. Pride again, only putting one in the backfield, giving him a lot of grass to cover. We'll see if the Vikes want to utilize that. They're putting 3 on the left now to guard Morgan Leonardo, which gives the Vikes a 4-on-2 on the right side. Wonder what decision. If they can get the ball out of this scrum here. Pride getting the scrum penalty, picking up where they left off. Uvik not able to get the ball out fast enough there. And Merlin McLeod just getting a talk from the ref. Probably let him know that one more will be a penalty. Talk to his team. You wonder if the Pride will go for just take the points here, or if they'll keep wasting time in Vikes ends and keep going for a try to build that lead even more. The Vikes are going to have to dig in. Sean Griffiths trying to fire the boys up. And they opt for another scrum. Pride overloading to the left. They'll probably keep it pretty tight here as well. Keep it direct and then let their forwards mow. Another scrum. And a double blow from the ref. Another penalty for the Pride, which means he'll pull a Kraft single out of his pocket and give it to one of the front rowers. Nick Wiley is the sacrificial lamb. Yellow card. Repeated infringements at the scrum. Vikes will have to bring on another front rower to replace Nick. Brighton getting called again, had his jersey off, thought he was done for the day. He's coming back in. If you watched any of the Canada U20 rugby this summer, Brighton was having his way with the American scrum, so he'll want to impose himself here and get the Vikes back on the front foot. So Ethan Smythe sacrificed to the bench to be able to bring Brighton on. He's had a good game today. He'll be disappointed to be off the field, but unfortunately as a winger, that's That's part of the job description. Brighton getting a bit of a foothold there. Impossible to say what actually is going down in there. But the Vikes bench will tell you that it was an obvious penalty for them. So we spend a lot of time in these scrums in the Vikes half, just eating at time. Pride will be fine with that, holding on to this lead. Vikes will be anxious, feeling that pressure building up inside of them, knowing that they still have to score to get back into this game. Mental battles late in games. Which team is mentally stronger often comes out on top. Scrum wheeling. Ball gets out clean. Pride go for the pull, well covered. Loose throw. Liam Poulton has another go at Matt Bennett. Well covered there. And Uvik contesting the breakdown. Pride will go through their phases here. Another hit up. It's a pull out the back. Skillful play. James Teal, well covered. Phoenix Muller looking like a back rower out there. High tackle from the front rower. Pride go quick. They tap. And they play. Oh! Pride looking to have an easy try. Ball just hits the fingertips of Poulton. Goes out of bounds, and the Vikes get led off there. Pride going quick, catching the Vikes napping. Just can't finish that. Oh, that's two good try-scoring opportunities now the Vikes have got out of. Again, though, back to the scrum in their own 22. They'll just want to get this ball in and out quick so they can get back to playing. Bit of a slower stretch of game here, giving both teams a chance to catch their breath. BK just goes over Tane Clegg, his good buddy. Pride going at the breakdown and again forcing a turnover. And Pride just coming offside, so close to getting that ball again and being able to chisel away at Uvik. Uvik just getting a lucky break and a chance to clear their lines here. Alex Gamage sits at the sideline, and Vikes get just past half with their own lineout. So this is a chance. Finally, they're into the Pride half and a chance to play here. Pride making some front row substitutions. That front row coming off had a phenomenal game. They scrummed quite well. They've done their duty, and they've put in a big shift, so they'll be proud of themselves there. Well-deserved rest. Line out for the Vikes. Sully Kern to throw in. The back rower. He's got a dart. Gamage gets it from the top of the line out, and they go quick. Vikes look to go here. They find Phoenix Muller. Well met from the Pride. BK going forward as he always does. Vikes getting faster ball. Messy ball from Chris Gamage. Sean Griffiths beating a defender. Lockhart McGregor cutting in. James Teal diving over the ball, looking for the steal, not getting it. No 9. Chris Gamage in the ruck. Tane Clegg getting off the line. Uvik getting really messy there, throwing offloads they don't need to and turning it over. That's good defense from the Pride. Way to recover. Brighton getting a bit of a suicide pass and throwing a bit of a unwarranted offload. BK, another strong carry. He's been carrying strongly all day. He just lowers his body and steams whoever's in front of him. Started in the row. It's at 8 right now, and his fellow lock, Merlin McLeod, at 6. So they can really just play anywhere they want. The Pride first receiver takes a flat line. Good carry, throwing dummies either way. Pride look to find their edge here. Quick hands. Liam Polton throws a great stiff arm. Good tackle by Alex Gamage. Great chop, forces the knock on out of bounds. Great recovery, but Pride, again, just working the simple hands, simple skills, but doing it well, finding space. Uvik scramble on D, but they'll have to be tighter than that if they're going to make a comeback in this game. Uvik looking dangerous, but just not securing their own breakdown and then throwing wobbly passes to each other. Pride looking a little more clinical there. Lachlan Crooks comes in. A second year out of Calgary for Chris Gamage, the veteran. Lachlan, super quick, very shifty. If he can find any half gaps around the breakdown, he'll look to go. Great to see a lot of these young players from Uvik getting chances so early in their career, getting valuable experience against high-quality teams, and then building valuable depth for this Vikes program. So another scrum in the Vikes 22. It feels like we've been here before. Ball comes out, but the referee's not happy. Sully Kern pleading his case, but that never quite works with the referees. Sully spending a lot of his time in the front row before moving to the back row. So he would know what he's looking for, but the referee doesn't seem to care about that, nor should he. So we'll go reset, another scrum for the Vikes, who will want to exit their half. That's a stronger scrum from the Vikes. The ball's shifting out. Good ball from Lachlan to Sean. Takes it straight into contact. Still in their 22, so they can find touch if they'd like. Alex Gamage, the lefty, a valuable asset for any rugby team. And he's going to find grass. That's a great kick. That's a great kick, pushing Pride into their own 40. Lachlan McGregor, the only one to chase, makes a great tackle, offload. Good support play from Pride. Lachlan Crooks tackles his own number. Good tackle there from Bryden, who's already put in a shift. And he's back again. Sean Griffiths, good read there. Braden Bruce, the ex-Vike. Never played, though. Only a part of the program. Great line from Tane Clegg, finding space against his former team. Stepping Sully Kern. Tane's going. He's dangerous. Matt Bennett, Tane keeping his feet. Athletic play. And he knocks it on, trying to throw a miracle offload. Tane the leg. That's a great run. Great line from him. Uvik slow on their kick chase there, leaving Lockhart McGregor on an island. Impossible to defend 5v1. And the Pride do well to take advantage of those numbers. And here we are once again. A scrum in the Vikes 22. All roads end here, it appears, in the second half. All the Vikes need is one try, unconverted, to take the lead. But Pride are looking much more likely to be able to put points on the board. Although with players like Morgan DiNardo, Lockhart McGregor, Matt Bennett on the field, anything's quite possible. BK, strong carry off the back, runs into the opposite 9. Strong carry up about 10 meters, driving 2 guys with him. Pride going out the breakdown again. Uvik want to secure their breakdown a little better than that. Alex Gamage once again in his 22. Kicks, doesn't find touch. That's a soaring kick. James Teal does well. Uvik want to tighten up their kick return here. Good eyes to find space. Alex Gamage bobbles, but using his left foot. He kicks it straight to the commentary booth. Can't quite snag it. It's a little more open play there. That's what we want to see from this game. Ethan Smythe coming back onto the field. So the yellow card is over. EK cramping, just getting some water in. You want him to play the rest of this game with those carries. So Pride line out just into the UVic 40. Brighton once again coming off the field. A good shift from him. He's played well. Tane Clegg calling for it. He's an athletic player, and he rises above and gets it. Well done from him. The Pride put a driving kick. That's a fantastic kick. Just dying on the UVic 5. Matt Bennett recovered with no friends around. Pride just attack him. That's a fantastic kick to put the pressure back onto UVic. The Pride more than happy just to play in this, even if it's defending. UVic once again has to claw their way out of their end. 5 minutes on this clock. Alex Bennett clears his lines. Ball stays in again. James Teal looks to go. Another broken tackle. Pride connecting the hands here. Another strong carry from number 16 on the Pride. And they enter the UVic 10 meter, and they're just picking, going. And they'll just keep this momentum riding towards the try line. Liam Poulton seems to have an easy try in front of him if the Pride can find him. And they go to the right. They go wide. And well-deserved try for the Pride 12. He's looked dangerous all game. Mounted pressure on UVic for the past 20 minutes, it seems, in their own end. Pride finally able to convert. And that's a good finish from them, all starting with a fantastic kick to put UVic into the corner. So Pride playing with this, they know they have the advantage on the scoreboard. They can just keep playing in the UVic end, forcing UVic to make a play, and they finally able to pound another one in. UVic looked tired. They've put in some big shifts today. Jordy Auger coming back on. So the Pride have a 9-point lead with a fairly simple conversion. You see it would be an 11-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go. So UVic will want to get off this try line and get a contestable restart right away. Pride now in a more comfortable position. UVic will want to gather themselves for a final big push here. Contest this kick. Alex Gamage, the left footer, to put one up here. Puts it center of the field to Tane Clegg. Safe hands from Tane. Tane breaks out of the first tackle. Charges forward. Pride calling fire here, looking to just go straight through, build momentum. And now they're finding space wide, and they'll look to go wide again. In those wide channels with their athletic runners. Just throwing offloads, finding soft tackles. A lot of space here for the Pride now. Looking a little more confident with it. Off his feet from Sean Griffiths after a big clear out from Merlin McLeod. Penalty for the Pride again, just mounting pressure with that great offensive play. Building momentum through strong carries, offloads, finding weak shoulders, and getting them a penalty just into the half of UVic. The kick finds touch just at the 22. Line out for the Pride. And they'll look to just kill these last 2 minutes in the UVic end. UVic will be eager here to get their hands on the ball. The ball is, Pride's in no rush to get the ball to the thrower. Nor should they. Uvik not straight from Pride. So we'll go to either a scrum or a line out. Uvik dropping their captain. And a cramp, so time will go off here. About 2 minutes left in this game. The Pride are up by 11. You'd assume they're going to be able to close this one out. It's been a great game. A lot of young players familiar with each other showing out in the opening game of the season. That's been really encouraging. They will meet again. Both these teams will also go on to play Trinity Western and UBC as well in a great tournament that is the Coastal Cup, showcasing a lot of great young talent, up-and-coming players. A lot of young faces on this field as well, especially Uvik, a few first years and second years getting to play at this level that they wouldn't have played otherwise. Bodes a really good future for not only the program, but Canadian rugby, both teams. Morgan DiNardo accelerating into contact, going for the ball, but the ref decides that there was no arms in his tackle. So he's given the cheese, and he will be done for the rest of the game. Morgan's had a good game so far. Dangerous tackle from Morgan, so he's given a 10-minute cooling down period. That will be post-game, though, so his game is over. Big contact. You see how fast Morgan is over 10 meters, accelerating to that. Going for the ball, but no wrap in his tackle. So Pride again, just another penalty to kill time in the Uvik half. They'll want to put another try down to boost this lead and just make this win a little more. And they do. They drive through in the maul. That's strong set piece. So Pride finished this game phenomenally well. Just how they started the game. Dominant at set piece, finding soft shoulders on the edge. Really done well, showing the fitness and the depth in this roster. It's hard to compete with them for 80 minutes. Uvik will want to keep building that. And in their next encounter, hopefully can play a full 80 minutes with his team, but that's a strong game from Pride. No reason for Uvik to hang their heads. They've played phenomenally today. Pride playing a phenomenal game as well. Again, Canadian rugby wins. This should be the last play of the game. A convert from just 6 meters from the sideline. A great exclamation point to finish if he can make this. Strikes it well. And misses. So that's the final whistle. 33-17 for the Pacific Pride Canadian Rugby Development Squad. Fantastic game between the two teams. The Pride putting a complete 80, playing a bit more composed and intelligently, and utilizing their strong set piece to close out the Vikes. Some exciting rugby. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you at the next Vikes game. Thank you.